Good morning, everyone. I'm glad you're here with us today as we dive into a topic that affects millions of people and shapes the very fabric of our nation. Today, we're exploring what it takes to become a United States citizen and why good moral character is at the heart of the process. For many, the journey to citizenship is a dream years in the making, filled with hope, hard work, and determination. Citizenship isn't just about following the law. It's about living by values like honesty, fairness, and respect. These values are the foundation of strong communities, and they help create trust among neighbors and fellow citizens. The U.S. government uses good moral character as a key standard to ensure new citizens will strengthen their communities. It's a way to make sure that those who join the American family are ready to uphold the responsibilities that come with citizenship. Think of it as a serious job interview for joining the American family. Just like an employer wants to know you'll be a positive addition to their team, the government wants to know you'll be a positive force in society. This requirement has deep roots in U.S. immigration law, protecting the integrity of citizenship. For generations, the idea has been that citizenship is a privilege, not just a right, and it must be earned through both actions and character. The government wants citizens who are ethical, responsible, and ready to contribute. This means being involved in your community, helping others, and showing you care about the well-being of those around you. When you take the oath of allegiance, you're joining a community, not just a country. You're making a promise to support and defend the values that unite us all, and to be an active participant in our shared future. That's why the government looks for a pattern of good behavior over time. It's not about a single moment, but about showing a consistent commitment to doing what's right, day after day. It's about building a nation of people who do the right thing, even when no one is watching. These small acts of integrity and kindness add up, shaping the character of our country as a whole. Recently, the Trump administration introduced new guidelines that redefine what it means to have good character. These changes have made the process more detailed and, for some, more challenging. Officers now look deeper into an applicant's life, considering both positive contributions and minor mistakes. They want to see the full story, how you've learned from your experiences, and how you've grown as a person. It's no longer just about avoiding serious crimes. It's about your overall impact on your community. Even small acts of kindness and responsibility can make a big difference in how you're seen. This shift means anyone seeking citizenship must be ready to present a complete picture of who they are. It's important to gather evidence of your positive actions and be honest about your past. Understanding these changes is crucial for anyone on the path to becoming a U.S. citizen. By focusing on good character, you're not just meeting a requirement, you're helping to build a stronger, more united America for everyone. The Trump administration's changes mark a major shift in how USCIS evaluates citizenship applicants. These new policies have fundamentally altered the landscape for anyone hoping to become a U.S. citizen, introducing a more complex and demanding process than before. Previously, the process focused mainly on checking for serious crimes. If your record was clean, you were likely considered of good moral character. The emphasis was on making sure applicants hadn't committed certain offenses, and if you met those requirements, you could move forward with confidence. The old system was almost like following a checklist: avoid specific legal pitfalls, and you're in. It was a straightforward, rules-based approach that left little room for interpretation or subjectivity. Now, officers are instructed to take a holistic approach, looking at the whole person, not just a list of crimes. They're encouraged to consider the applicant's entire life story, including both positive and negative aspects. Applicants must provide positive evidence of good character, not just the absence of wrongdoing. This means showing how you've contributed to your community, maintained strong relationships, and demonstrated responsibility in your daily life. This new standard raises the bar, requiring applicants to actively demonstrate their worthiness. It's no longer enough to simply avoid trouble. You must show you're an asset to society, which can be stressful and intimidating for many. Officers have more discretion, weighing all evidence, good and bad, to form a complete picture. Their decisions are now influenced by a broader range of factors, making the outcome less predictable. Two people with similar backgrounds could have different outcomes based on how their stories are interpreted. The process is more individualized, and small differences in presentation or documentation can have a big impact. The process is now more subjective and uncertain. Applicants often feel anxious, knowing that their fate may depend on how their unique circumstances are viewed by a particular officer. Applicants must prepare more thoroughly, showing not just a clean record but also positive contributions. Volunteering, community involvement, and strong personal references can all make a difference. The government wants citizens who make their communities better, not just those who stay out of trouble. They're looking for people who actively participate and help those around them. This new mindset is essential for anyone preparing for their citizenship interview. Understanding these changes and preparing accordingly can make all the difference in achieving your dream of becoming a U.S. citizen. The holistic approach is the core of the new citizenship rules. USCIS officers now review an applicant's entire life over the required period, usually 5 years. It's not just about legal violations. Every aspect of your behavior matters. Officers weigh positive actions like steady employment and community service against any mistakes. The review isn't limited to illegal acts. Socially irresponsible behavior can also count against you. This makes the process more subjective and unpredictable. Applicants must build a strong case, showing their assets to the country. The burden of proof is now on you to present a compelling story of integrity and substance. It's no longer a passive background check. You must actively demonstrate your good character. The officer's decision will be based on the full picture you provide. So, what does good moral character look like under the new rules? It's more than just following the law. It's about the choices you make every day and the way you interact with your community, your family, and the people around you. Sustained community involvement is key. Volunteering, participating in religious or school activities, and helping others all count. These actions show you care about your community and are willing to give your time and energy to make it better. A stable work history and providing for your family show responsibility and self-sufficiency. Supporting your loved ones, being present at home, and helping your children succeed are all signs of strong character. Educational achievements and career progress demonstrate commitment to self-improvement. Whether you're earning a diploma, learning new skills, or advancing at work, these steps show you're dedicated to growing and contributing. Financial responsibility is crucial. Paying taxes on time and meeting obligations like child support are strong positives. Keeping your finances in order shows you can be trusted and that you take your duties seriously. If you've had past financial issues, showing you've resolved them is important. Taking steps to fix mistakes like working with a credit counselor or paying off debts demonstrates accountability and growth. Being a good neighbor and having a reputation for honesty also matter. Acts of kindness, returning lost items, and building trust with those around you all help paint a picture of your character. Letters of support from employers, teachers, or community leaders can strengthen your case. These recommendations show that others recognize your positive qualities and contributions. The goal is to present yourself as someone respected and valued by those around you. When your community sees you as a role model or a reliable friend, it speaks volumes. Every positive action helps build a strong application. Even small steps like keeping records or staying organized can make a difference. Think of your life as a portfolio. Showcase your best qualities. Gather evidence of your achievements, your service, and your good deeds. The more evidence you provide, the better your chances. Show the full picture of who you are, and let your actions speak for themselves. Understanding what can hurt your application is just as important. Serious crimes like murder or aggravated felonies are automatic disqualifiers. But now, repeated minor offenses matter too. Multiple DUIs or drug convictions are strong negative factors, seen as patterns of reckless behavior. Even non-criminal actions, like frequent traffic violations or disturbing the peace, can count against you if they show a pattern. Officers can consider socially frowned upon behavior, not just illegal acts. The key is whether there's a pattern of negative conduct, not just a single mistake. One old error may not disqualify you if you've shown you've learned from it. The government is looking for repeated misconduct, even if it's minor. Your entire history is now under review, not just your criminal record. Be aware every action counts. The new rules are all about balance. Officers weigh your positive contributions against any negative marks. A past mistake doesn't automatically end your citizenship hopes. Your good deeds can offset errors. Imagine your life as a scale: positive actions on one side, negatives on the other. The officer's job is to see which side weighs more. Be honest about your past, but focus on building a strong case for your good character. Acknowledge mistakes, then provide overwhelming evidence of your positive transformation. Your goals show you're defined by your best qualities, not your worst moments. If you've made mistakes, you can still prove you've changed. Rehabilitation is key. Demonstrate you've learned from your past and are now responsible. Provide proof you've completed legal requirements, like fines or community service. Resolve any outstanding debts or obligations. Gather detailed letters of support from credible community members. Show a consistent pattern of good behavior over time, steady work, supporting your family, staying out of trouble. The longer you've lived positively since your mistake, the stronger your case. Combine official documents, community support, and a track record of good conduct to show you're ready for citizenship. What do these changes mean for your application? The process is now more complex and requires thorough preparation. Officers have more discretion, so you must be diligent in gathering evidence of your good character. Even with a clean record, document your positive contributions, employment, taxes, community involvement. For those with past infractions, be ready for a detailed review and explain how you've changed. Collect all relevant documents and letters of support. Be proactive. Don't wait for questions. Present your best case from the start. The quality of your application can make a real difference. If your history is complicated, consider seeking help from an immigration lawyer. Be your own best advocate. Present a complete, honest, and persuasive story. In summary, the path to U.S. citizenship is now more rigorous and demanding. Officers look at your whole life, weighing both positive and negative actions. The government wants citizens who actively contribute and embody American values. Prepare early. Gather documents, letters, and proof of your good character. Address any past mistakes directly, showing how you've grown. Honesty and thoroughness are your best tools. The process is more subjective, so every detail matters. Citizenship is a meaningful journey. Now it requires a thoughtful, comprehensive presentation of your life. With careful preparation, you can navigate the process confidently. Show you're ready to embrace the responsibilities and privileges of citizenship.